If you want to use a BlackBerry style phone in 2025, then here are your two only options. For $330 you can get yourself a Unihertz Titan Slim, or for $160 plus the price of an additional iPhone, you can get a Clix keyboard case with iPhone. Well, both of these options are very problematic. Which is the least worst? Let's find out. So the Titan Slim came out in 2022 and it looks a lot like a cheap knockoff of the BlackBerry Key 2 from 2018, and that's because it basically is. It's essentially an old Android 11 phone with an ancient Helio P70 processor and a 4.2-inch LCD display. And while it sounds terrible, it actually is surprisingly nice to use. It's a great size in the hand, the build quality feels okay. And while the keyboard is a little bit of an odd layout, it feels great once you've gotten used to it. There's a fingerprint reader hidden in the keyboard as well, and what's really cool is that you can use the entire keyboard like a trackpad, like you could with your BlackBerry. And despite the old processor, performance is okay for day-to-day use. And overall, it feels a lot more cohesive than the Clix keyboard. And while the keyboard is more of a traditional layout, it's still a little bit weird. The shift and alternative character buttons are opposite of what you are used to on a BlackBerry or Palm, and I just can't get used to it. The worst thing though is the weight distribution, which is just god awful. While it is better if you get the smaller iPhone, it's still nowhere near as pleasant as typing on a Titan. However, on the other hand, it's still an iPhone, so you get all of the luxuries of a modern flagship. Which one should you get though? Well, I'd say unless you are happy with what is essentially a 5-year-old mid-range Android phone, I would say get a normal sized iPhone with a Clix case, as that would be the best compromise. While the Unihertz is still usable, it's just too old for me to recommend.